My name is Agaba Hilary.
I'm Samson Mwesigwa.
Mary Mwebaza.
Tunji Hilary.
Ronnie Calvin.
Marina Mary. Awujo.
Mary Mutesi.
Isaac Chitiwa.
Bukenya Regan. From the time I joined Christ Church, I got to know how it is so real to have a personal encounter with God. Christ became real.
So I came to realize that God can be tangible, God can be real, God can be felt. God is a person, and His presence and His power are real. And ever since I came here, my life has not been the same. My worship has changed. My way of ministration has changed. Everything about my life has turned around.
I found mentorship for my spirit in this church because I used to talk with some weaknesses, and I used to always wonder why they used to take place, because you see the Bible says that if anything be in Christ, a new creation. So I used to wonder why certain things used to take place, and I used to condemn myself, and I used to think that maybe I'm the worst Christian. Sometimes I would walk to church and I would be like, maybe I don't deserve to go to church and worship the Lord and praise His name because of the weaknesses I used to go through. But I really thank God for this church from the bottom of my heart. My becoming part of this church has first of all unveiled to me that whatever weakness that you face, you're not the first one to go through it. There are other people going through it, and you don't have to condemn yourself for whatever you go through, but there is always a way out of it. My coming to this church has really, they have shown me a way how to come out of those weaknesses. They have mentored me. They have caused me to overcome certain weaknesses through the discipleship classes.
God gave me rest and He gave me peace. There are things that I used to do. I was going through a lot of challenges. I used to drink alcohol. I was involved in different kind of prayer groups. I used to go clubbing. I no longer do it this time. I used to think it wasn't possible, but surprisingly, by the grace of the Lord, I'm who I am right now, and I've started to live a very fruitful life. I'm impacting people not by what I speak, but by how I live.
I've learned how to believe in the word. While in the ministry, I've gotten the courage to preach the gospel, to pray for the sick, to reach out, which I was not able to do though I was a Christian.
I had things I was struggling with. I had things to do with low self-esteem, ways to underlook myself. I used to think I was a nobody, I was nothing. And ever since I joined Christ Heart, I learned a lot of things to do with prayer, things to do with the word, and how the word can come alive in my life and change me.
Yes, I was a Christian, but I used to struggle with habits, addiction. But then I found a man of God who spoke to me and told me that God loved me in spite of all these things I was going through, and it was His love that was going to set me free.
I really had identification issues. I was so sickly. I was always in hospital. I had medicine at our home. I had medicine in my bag. I had medicine at my friend's place, just in case of an emergency. But when I joined Christ's Heart, I knew that you can take all the medicine in the world, but unless you come to the balm of Gilead, you can never be free.
This God is real. You understand? He is real. He is for us. He is not against us. It doesn't matter what you go through. It's just a matter of time. When you believe on that God, you read His word on a daily basis, trust me, your life will change tremendously.
God is changing the way I understand the word. The understanding that I have of the word is increasing each and every day.
God has a purpose for you. You can change. You cannot remain the same again. This salvation is power. It changes everything. It changed my life. It revived my life.
If you are like me, because for me, I knew nothing about God, and I didn't want to know about God. But if you want to have that feel after God, if you want to see the real things in the Bible happening,
it's important to set time apart for God. Always have that communion with God, to fellowship with God, to pray to God and seek the Lord and get to know Him personally, to study the Word and to walk in His purpose and in His will.